Welcome, K-2s. How you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you guys. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing what you have to do. It's now 21, guys, middle of 21. I thought I'd give you an update on what's going on. On my Dave Ramsey Total Money Makeover plan, I'm on 3B Plus now, guys. And I'll just give you notes like I always do. You know, you're missing, I'm out and about, guys, and I'll tell you where I am and where I'm going next. But, you know, guys, it's always a challenge, right? Things change in life, right? Here we are again. I'll explain to you from what I always do, from my journal. When I write down my journal, guys, it's set in stone. When I write it down, that's how it happens. And I'll tell you guys straight from my journey or my journal what's going on with me. So what I'd say, so guys, I am in the transition right now of leaving Minneapolis to Omaha. So 3 months ago or a couple months ago, I kind of sort of made up this decision. Then my mom got sick back home, and here I am. Now I'm down here now, guys. That little video you saw earlier, a little snapshot, was my hometown, big old OMA of Omaha, and that's where I am. That's where I'm headed, kind of in the distance right now. So I'm reflecting. I'm doing a lot of thinking, doing a lot of reminiscing on what I went through in Minnesota and how I found myself, my purpose, and be able to talk to you guys about being debt-free and in the life I'm living. You know, so I am down here. My mom, she's got health issues, so I thought I'd come down. The plan was, when I talked to my siblings, the plan was me to come down, live with her and get her straightened out, and then also take care of my own personal stuff I got going on. So as you guys know from last time, I talked to you about how I'm looking for a home, either town home or condo. It won't even be anything bigger than that, guys. I'm most likely not going to be there a lot anyway, so I need something that's smaller that I can manage and take care of. So I'm still looking down here. I know, checking out the market down here, man. I can already know it's going to be just like, if not Minneapolis level, close to. The housing market down here is crazy too, guys. So we'll see how well that goes. So it's 4 years now after being debt-free in 17, 21 now. I'm close to having my 20% down, or at least 20%, depending on the market, depending on how much these crazy homes down here sell for, townhomes or condos, whatever, whatnot, depending. I haven't really got into it yet. I know the research I have done is kind of nuts. So we'll see how well that goes. But if I can get close to 20%, that's what I'm shooting for. I think I'm about 3 months out right now, so we'll see how far that goes. I took some vacations, you know. Last time I talked to you guys, I took some vacations. Kind of slowed down my hustle. The last video I had out that you saw was, I had a side hustle. I had 3 jobs. Right now, down here, I'll have 2 jobs. I came down here also because a recruiter reached out to me not long ago and offered 2 positions down here, one which I took as a logistics manager. So I'll be starting that job here soon. So again, talk about my goal. I'm kind of, you know, I'm gonna tell you guys, as I talk, I'm still kind of anxious. I wouldn't say apprehensive. I'm just cautiously optimistic, but I'm definitely anxious. I mean, I had my life in Minnesota. I fought hard, you know, to get that life in Minnesota, and I don't want to give it up. You know what I mean? I had a good life in Minnesota. I built brick by brick, guys, my life up there, and it's tough giving it up. I ain't gonna lie, it's tough giving it up. So I have, even though it's my home, I've been gone for so long, man, 22 years, you know. So it is kind of tough coming back. I don't know what to expect. And I kind of feel like I did when I moved to Minnesota. Like, you know, what's in store for me here? You know, what's the challenges that's going to be presenting me, coming to me, or what am I going to have to overcome? You know, the difference now between now and '99, when I left Omaha to Minneapolis, is that I was running from something. I was running from my past. I was running from, didn't really know what I was running from. Thought I was going towards something. I wasn't. I was running from something. Now, it's a big difference right now, right? Now I'm running towards something. I'm running toward my mother and family, the comfort of my home, but I'm also running toward a job, a bump up in pay, you know, that kind of thing. Now, we'll see what this job represents. And if anything changes, I'll let you know. But we'll see. I'm not scared of anything, guys. I'm apprehensive. I'm anxious, but this is what happens when you have your shit in order, right? You're out of debt. You got your emergency fund in place. If something happens, I got other stacks here for my down payment, for my home. Now, I know what I have to face down the road is going to have to be thinking about this car situation. I know that's coming. That's definitely going to be coming up, maybe in a year and a half or two, because see, this car, guys, my 300's already got 200 and what, 10,000 miles on it. So it's going to come a time where I'm going to have to make a decision. And I'm hoping I can get into a condo or a townhome and then buy the car. But if it comes down to it, if the market is crazy, I might have to ease up off the house thing and go for the car. So I'll give you guys an update on how that go. Also, guys, talking about moving from city to city, right? You really got to keep your head on straight because moving costs are a bitch. All right, I realize that as well coming down here. I was at 1,500 before I knew it. Okay, so definitely got to put that in your budget, even on the step I'm on. I mean, I'm on baby step 3B plus. Even on that step, it hits you. You feel it. If you're not paying attention, it can get out of hand as well. So on this journey, guys, I told you right now, I'm at a park. I can see my hometown in the distance. I sit here and reflect. I told you, my theme song. I turn it on when I need to. I think about the look of my dream, the smell of my dream, the sound of my dream, the music of my dream, what I'm doing in my dream. And some people want to call it meditation, quiet time, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm doing. Reminiscing, reflecting. These are the times you work on your spirit and your mental health. Reflecting on the times how I got here, where I've been. My growth has changed, guys. My life has changed. I live on the face of challenges. I embrace challenges now. It's a great feeling. And at the end here, I'm going to show you guys my poems. And then I'm going to read a couple of lines off of them. I kind of wrote some things down here in this back part of my journal. Kind of wrote my poems down again so I can read them off to you guys. I'm real, guys. This is real. This is real. Sorry for the drop, but this is real stuff here. You can see my writings. So I'm not reading from no prompt or anything like that. I'm just straight from my journal, man. That's just how I roll like that. So guys, I always think about how things once were, how I struggled at first, how I got into it. I'm doing this to inspire others on, it don't even have to be the Dave Ramsey program. It can be any type of financial program that gets yourself to the point where you're feeling good about where you are. You can make some progress in helping others. You can help your family members, your kids, whoever it may be. Help yourself in this financial thing. Because if you don't know now, I'll tell you now. 80% of us struggle. 80% of the United States population, adult population, people 18 and over, struggle with this thing. Why is that? Maybe some other videos down in the future, ongoing here, I'll talk more about that. Realizing my personal growth, guys, when I had that poem, when I read that poem to you guys about the mirror, right? A few videos ago, maybe last video, I can't remember, but I wrote about the mirror and how that was my greatest change because I had to take ownership of my life. Of all that stuff I talked about, how relationships and jobs and what I went through to control myself and my budget and put emergency funds away, and how to get out of debt, and how the struggles I worked with working late hours, and I didn't hardly sleep, and all those hurdles, guys, and all those challenges and obstacles, right? It got to the point where you're down on yourself. I was down on myself. You get to the point where you blame others, right? It ain't about blaming others. When I looked at myself in that mirror, I was taking ownership of me, no matter what. I didn't give a damn if it was somebody else's fault or not. Whatever kind of circumstances I was in, I had to take complete ownership of where I was in my life and what I was doing. That's the mastery of the I in you, guys. That's the mastery of it. The I on your chest, the I in you. That's it. From that point on, guys, here I talk to you right now. Peace, calm. The tranquility is coming. I can feel it in the distance because my life has ultimately changed by my actions alone. Okay? If something else happens to me right now, guess what? I take ownership of that. So you don't, even though someone, let's say you have a relationship, guys, and if someone else have their faults, it's your situation. You take the blame. Okay? You put yourself in that situation. The ownership is on you. That's for example. All right? We ain't talking about anybody else. We're talking about you and your situation. What are you doing there? You are the master of your circumstances. The self has possibilities to deviate, and you always got to maintain your form. Always got to maintain your where you're at. Don't deviate from the process. And it's very easy to do now, guys. It's very easy to do. And one of the situations you run into with being on baby step 3B is that you can afford to do things. You can afford to go beyond your budget. You can afford to splurge, spend, but you still got to be careful. Eye on the prize. Eye on the prize. Definitely. So I am embracing where I am, and maybe another video I'll talk about one of my poems I'm getting ready to read to you guys. The last 3 poems, guys, in my journal was Come to See Victory, Back When, ... and Language from the Spirit World. And as you can tell, guys, all the videos I've wrote of my personal growth and how getting out of debt led to my personal growth. And I thank Dave Ramsey. I hope you picked up a key on all this. One of the keys is writing it down. Writing it down. When I wrote to my journal, that started the I in me. That started my personal growth to success. Achieving personal growth through getting out of debt. And you can achieve any types of personal growth, guys, you can imagine, that you can creatively think in your head, other aspects of your life. It's just, for me, it came through getting out of debt. So I'll read a couple of things from Come to See Victory, a couple of lines. Every man has a place. In his heart, there's a space where societal norms can erase his fantasy, and where the I and he can't destroy his dreams. Me and myself can't achieve without the I. Finding purpose will make a man fly. So take a ride with me to the sky. On the debt-free ship Fantasy. My guardian angels, thank you for not giving up on the dream. And then later on in this poem, something else I want you guys to hear. As the power of mighty momentum hits my stride, the spirit wind lifts me up in the way. I give a hug with a smile and say, I'm free, I'm debt free, and now I'm on my way. That's Come to See Victory. I'm gonna try to do, I wrote this out, guys. I'm gonna try to do Back When. Let's see if I can do Back When. Finally my day to shine. Me and mama headed west in a rental van. I come to the spot looking extra fly. My heart grows bigger and my spirit soars high. My angels whisper, damn dog, you must be an I am. Giving back to my mama brings me to the top. I point to my 3 angels in the Montana sky. For it's their kingdom I come It feels good to be home, baby. It feels good to be home. I feel closer to my spirits, guys. They were with me all along. The closer I get to where I want to go, the closer I feel them. The closer I feel them, hug them, smell them, hear them. The closer I feel to them as I get closer to where I'm going. You know, guys, when you conquer this thing and when you find a purpose in life, this is my purpose now. When you find this, you get closer and closer to the spirit world. You get closer and closer to the people who have been there. They're gone now. Now they come back to you. Okay? The closer and closer you get to your purpose and what you want to do, the more and more peace and tranquility will come to you. Language from the spirit world. Every time my purpose was in front of me, I see those numbers. It finally hit me. Those numbers were speaking to me. It was language from the other realm communicating with me. It had to be the voices of my angels calling me from the deep. It was messages from abundance, from the blessings of a fresh start to the restored nature of me. And congratulations from the cheering section of my Big Three. So the last poem in my journal, guys, is the last poem in my journey. As I got through this process, I started to see numbers. What those numbers are, you have to pay attention to my journal writings on my platforms. Let's just say I kept seeing these numbers over and over again, and I kept asking myself why. I finally figured it out. My angels were talking to me. Every time my purpose in front of me, even to this day, guys, years later, even to this day, I still see these numbers. Every time my purpose in front of me, every time I think about it, talk about it, see it on paper, write it down, they are with me. That lets me know. That gives me the biggest push, the biggest confidence boost right now, knowing that my three angels that was with me through all those times congratulating me because they know I'm on the right path. They know this is what I was meant to do. So I'll leave that with you guys. Thought I'd share that little tidbit information with you guys, and here I am. For more information, I'll be writing about it, talking about it, doing more videos about this stuff, guys. If you like what you heard, you think you can vibe with this, somebody else can vibe with this, subscribe. So you know next time when I'm getting ready to do a video, you'll know. Subscribe, hit that post notification bell, guys. Hit the like button. Let's spread this to other folks that may need to hear this kind of stuff. When you're starting a Dave Ramsey process or you start any other kind of process to get yourself out of debt and build a life for yourself. Take away the stress, take away the anxiety, take away all that to get the peace of mind that I have at this moment, okay? I'll be talking to you soon. And never forget, we have come too far to forget who we are. So let's take it to another level and raise the bar. Only then can we toast to ancestor stars. Take care of yourself.